I spent quite a bit of time creating new cover pages. So a cover page is what would go on the front of your package or your flyer. I'll just give you an idea of what they look like. They're really beautiful. You don't have to do anything. Well, you have to add your property in here, but you can add the property right from the CRM. In the CRM, there's a button that says send it to Market Edge, and it just shows up in here with all the tenants and all of the information. And then when you go in and want to do a package, I hit this button here that looks like a little pencil and says proposal, and it pulls up your colors. So these colors are just some color I added, but you can put in your own company colors in here, and all of these colors will change to match your company. But here's what's great about it. All of this is editable. So I can change the property description to something else. I can change the background color of this. I don't want to ruin my brochure, but I can change the text color. I can add how many paragraphs I want, so I can have as many as I like. I can change the widget as well. I don't want a paragraph here. I want a map. Okay, right here is the map. You can just hit this button and decide what you want in that spot. And put a map there. I can update the map. I can change the size of it. I can make it into a satellite map. I can push it around on the screen. In the summary, these are all coming from your fields in your property. These fields are just ones that I put in there, but you can select whatever fields you want from your property and stick them in just by hitting the checkbox, so they'll show up in the window. All of these are editable. So let's say that available square feet, I want to change that to vacant. You get the idea. You can put in anything you want. You can change the values as well, and it doesn't mess up your property. That's not going to mess up my analysis or my record in my database. I'm just doing this for a package that I want to send to somebody. So all of this stuff is changeable. All of the photos can be resized. I'm going to zoom in on one part of this. They can be moved around and locked so I can get the part of the picture that I want in there. And all of these are free. So up here at the top, we have a whole bunch of different cover pages. These are all portrait pages. We also have landscape pages, and that changes the package to a landscape view. All of these tiles down here, there's 80 of them or something. I'm not going to go through these, but one of the newest ones we've added are lease analysis tiles, available spaces. So I can now make this into an available space package. And one of the widgets you can add is right here, available spaces. And you can select which spaces show up in that just by clicking them in the income tab. And you can also change all the values in here to whatever you want to put in here. These are all the same thing. They're all just widgets where you can just drop something in there. Whatever you feel is important to put there. And you're sort of designing your own page as you go along. Along with available spaces, we added customizable pages. And I'm not going to explain these. They're pretty easy to understand, but I'll show you one. Customizable page, you design it yourself. Okay, page options. This is what the page will look like. No. Yeah, that's the one I want. I want to have 2 photos, and I want to have a map, and I want to have a bullet list. Okay, pick that, and then just drop in what you want. I want a photo. I want a photo. I want a map. And I want a bullet list. It works the same way. You can have how many bullet lists you want, what color do you want them to be, what's the title, what's the bullets, and so on. All of this stuff is designable by you. We did the same thing with email templates. So let's take a look at some of those from listing sources. So when you're in the listing service, if you have your listings in here, and if you don't, you can add your listings right from the CRM There's a button in the CRM that says add this as a listing, and it goes into the listing page, and anybody that searches for properties for sale or for lease can see it. So from here, I can manage all my properties, and I can do an email campaign. So let's say I pick this one. And some of you may have seen this, but you may not have looked at it in a while. We give you all of these templates. I added another 6. They're towards the end. So here's one. Here's 3 more. And these templates work as email. So they work in Outlook or Google if you want to email out a package to, say, 100 people in your CRM or 1,000 people, or to our database. We have a couple of different databases as well. You can pick the cover page if you want. It's a single page. It pulls all the information in from the property, but it's the same deal. You can change it to whatever you want to change it to. It works the same way as what I just showed you. And then when you send it out, it tracks the email for you. So you can send it to, say you pick 1,000 people in your CRM. It'll tell you everybody that opened it, everybody that bounced. It'll tell you everybody that looked at it and how many times they looked at it, every link they clicked on and how many times they clicked it and when they clicked it. And all of that can come right back into the CRM. So this is sort of, we're combining what most people have is they have 5 or 6 programs and they pay an arm and a leg for all of them. It's all part of RealNext and it all works together. So if you're using an outside product to do mailings like Constant Contact or Gmail or something like that, the only way you can get the results back is if you do an export out of those products and then do an import into yours, and good luck doing that. This just has it built in, so you don't have to mess with any of that stuff, and it's really cheap, especially if you buy the whole suite. It ends up saving you a ton of money.